The final episode to setting up Pi-Star. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Put a comment below. Let me know what you thought about the entire 4-part mini-series put in together from one video that started out as a live stream. Going to be doing a lot more with Pi-Star upcoming in the future. So take a look at this. Let me know what you think.
Shut up and sit down.
You can set the DMR color code from 1 to 15, just like any repeater, just like any radio. The default used to be 1 on the earlier editions of Pi-Star that I used to run. There wasn't a way to change the color code. They used to all hotspots used to be color code 1. Now you can change it, which is really good. I generally leave mine on 1 anyway, just for the heck of it. Sometimes I'll change it to 9. The Pi-Star device I have running on the back of my Bridgecom repeater is set to color code 9, and all of my other DMR repeaters are set to color code 9 just because I just wanted to set it to something different. No reason behind that. So now we can click on Apply Changes and wait for it to refresh again.
While that's refreshing, Philip asks, can he use the same frequency if he has different color codes?
Yeah, you can, but why would you want to do that? Because if that frequency is being used up on color code 1, then your other hotspot on the same frequency on a different color code is not going to hear anything because it's going to be blanked out by that frequency. So in other words, if you've got that frequency being used and your hotspot is transmitting, you got one radio listening to traffic, then your other hotspot that might be transmitting on another color code, you might not hear it. So I think it would. I've never tried it, but from what I know about how color codes and frequencies work, I think it would cause some issues. I think it would be better if you just change the frequency by like 25 kilohertz. Instead of 434.450, use 434.475 or something. Something like that. So let's see. Yeah, the drop down doesn't show. I don't know why. I think I know why that does. Okay, hold on. Let me change this.
What drop down are they talking about?
This they're talking about this right here. Like when I click on that, it's not showing up in the screen there.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
And only that one?
No, all of them.
All of them?
Okay. So let's change this view real quick. There we go. Okay, now if I go drop down here, this should show up right here. Okay, you should see that right there. Yep. So now I'm choosing, this is, I was talking about the Crazy Horse Network. That's down at the bottom here. Mm-hmm. Crazy Horse Network.
I Googled it. A lot of people in forums asking, what is Crazy Horse?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'll connect to it one of these times and do it.
I'm not mentioning what's been said about the chat about Crazy Horse.
Oh, well, yeah. Let's keep it appropriate, please.
Oh, it was appropriate.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to make a network called Crazy Ape. Think about that one for a second. So I'm choosing Brandmeister United States 3101. You can choose this. These are the numbers that go on the back of your device. Goes from 01 to 99. So there's 99 of those. Choose 1. Color code is here from 0 to 15. This is like your program when you're programming your code plug for your radio. And then we'll just go ahead and apply changes and let that refresh again. Don says, in the last 5 minutes, I upgraded my DX Mini to 4.1.2. Awesome. That's cool.
Nice.
Let's see. Frank's taking names.
Yep.
That's good.
I couldn't come up with a good second thing to say on that.
Oh, see, now I'm doing display capture, so I can't even look at that anymore. Okay, let's in fact, let's go back here and let's go, because I like to look at that.
Well, you can pop that out
over here.
Oh, then okay, never mind.
And put it down. Okay, all right, that's better. So okay, so we're back over here, and this is your DMR ID. And that's that. So now we're connected up. So now if I go to admin, if I click on admin here, you can see that and I don't ever use this view. I mean, it shows you some extra stuff. Shows you gateway activity, local RF activity. It's just a different default view. The modes enabled, these should be green. I don't know why that's not green right now. Pi-Star Watchdog. Let's go back to configure there.
I don't think I changed any of that on mine.
You shouldn't have to change that, but I don't know. It's not. Maybe I'm not giving it long enough to connect, or maybe the Brandmeister 3103 server is not working properly right now. I don't know. That's happened before.
I've also seen a lot of mentions of how hot your Pi is running.
What, this right here?
Yeah.
That's normal. It's normal for sitting in the shack. We're in Texas, guys. So let's
go to the dashboard. Let's see what it says.
Here. Yeah, see, these are red.
Connect
No, these should be green. If I was connected, these would be green right now. This says enabled. It's enabled, but I'm not actually.
From what I'm told, if DMR, anything under the DMR type, if it's any words sitting there, is connected fine. Something else is misconfigured.
I don't think that that's correct. I think it's. Let's see. That should be.
Just out of curiosity, look at your town.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a city and grid square, but I don't think it will matter as far as connecting on it.
It doesn't. It doesn't matter for. No, I've always put Grapevine, Texas in mine.
Okay.
I just leave it as Grapevine, but that's not it. That wouldn't keep it from connecting. So I might just not be waiting long enough. Sometimes it takes it a minute.
It should come right on up.
Mm.
Temporary offline. Texas, drink.
Yeah. Yep. All right, let's try something else. This is normal, guys. I mean, sometimes if you get stuff that comes up, you just kind of have to try different configurations and whatnot.
Still same thing. I missed the dashboard.
Yeah, still same thing. So yeah, I'm going to switch servers here. A lot of changes. Patience is the hardest part with the software, Tio says. That's for sure. Yeah. Once you get Pi-Star set up and running, it's great. It's great. Once you get it configured and get it running and get everything the way you want it, it'll run forever. But sometimes getting it up where you want to is a bit challenging.
Doug, I do not know what 31.5 Celsius is. That does not compute.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's 56.4 Celsius right here. So it's a little bit warm in here right now, but that's just because I don't have the air conditioner on. If I turn the air conditioner on, it makes some noise in the camera a lot of times. So if I feel the hotspot, it's a little warm, but it's not like, I can hold it. It's not too bad. All right. It still doesn't like. Yeah. See these where it's red right here, that should be green right now.
Uber Geek says, did you put your username and password in the expert or expected fields in the admin panel?
You shouldn't have to.
That's, I guess, if you're trying to log in with a particular one.
No,
User
no,
ID?
it should be default. You shouldn't have to do that. Let's see.
Philip says he's using 3102 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have logs?
Yeah, but I'm not going to go that route with it. Of course, what did I say earlier? Reboot. So that's probably what I should do is reboot it. That's still showing. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Sometimes it takes it a second, but it shouldn't really. It was on that BM1303 for a while. So what I'm going to do is go back over here. I'm going to go back to 3103. I'm going to apply changes. Yeah, Don says, when in doubt, reboot. Yeah. Yeah, that is for sure.
Have you tried turning it on and off?
Right,
again?
exactly. Yeah. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to go here. And now I'm going to sit here and wait for a couple of minutes.
Naughty Robot says, never do a live demo. We sacrifice a cockroach. It seems not to work.
Hey, you know what? Regardless of why this won't connect right now, all of the steps I've showed you still apply. Okay.
Mhm.
So we did a dashboard update. We explained what all the configuration fields were in the configuration channel. I showed you how to set your ID, how to set the color code, the frequency, all that kind of good stuff. So whether it connects or not, obviously we want it to connect. But it's not that we've done anything wrong. It's just for whatever reason it's not connecting right now. So I am going to reboot it. Yeah, Don says your Morcerino build failed and you fixed it. That helped me more than all the other ones that worked. Yeah, that was actually fun, man. I had fun doing that.
Agreed.
That was fun.
That's why and we do try to do the troubleshooting live.
Yeah.
Except when someone misses the audio.
Right. Right. Totally.
40 minutes of video, just no audio.
Oh, on that one you recorded?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. That was good. Okay. All right. Let's go in here to expert mode and let's go to IRDCC gateway. No. Let's go to MMDVM host. Da, da, da. Okay, you can turn off.
Batteries died?
Okay. Yeah, batteries died. So that's right there. Enable DMR is enabled. Beacon, color code. Wonder why that color code's set to. Well, no, that's right. That's right.
Is there a way to pull up a quick command line and the ape says ping Google from the hotspot?
Yes. Yeah, you can totally do that. Yeah, okay, so that's the correct password that is set for the DMR network. The IP address, I assume that's right. That's your port. Your password is PASSW0RD, which is correct. That's the password for all brand master servers.
Secure.
It's not really meant to be a security thing. It's just an extra connection type thing. So, let's see. SSH access, and we can go to PyStar. Password. Bump. There's that. Okay, now you see this right here. It says PyStar at TGI PyStar RO. RO is read only. So if I want to change it to read write, RPI -RW, and it changes it to read write. So now I can make changes that will actually matter to it. So ping is not permitted. ICMP open socket, not operation, not permitted. I wasn't sure if you could do that or not. Plug it into an Ethernet connection. Yeah, that would do it. You're right. Or that might do it. I don't know. Well, I mean, I don't think it's a...
We're on Wi-Fi.
Right, yeah. We're connected to it via Wi-Fi. I don't really think that is the issue. All right, so concluding this video, this little segment here is being recorded after the fact because last night on the live stream, we did a complete setup of PyStar, and at the end, it wouldn't connect to a DMR server or to a DSTAR server. Didn't try anything else besides those two. The purpose of the live stream was completed because I was like, okay, if you buy a brand new hotspot, you go through these steps, you set it up, and it should connect. And it should connect, and it has connected, and I've done it on probably a half a dozen hotspots in the past. The mistake that I made last night was resetting to factory this hotspot right here. Let me switch over to this view. This hotspot right here, which is the smaller screen of the TGIF spot. Go to tgifspot.com. He's got currently 2 different hotspots for sale on that website. One with the smaller screen, one with the larger screen. I've got the one with the larger screen right here behind the curtain, Alex, right there. So you can kind of see how they differ in size. Now, for the purposes, I'm kind of getting off on a tangent here, but you can see those there. So last night we were trying to configure this one and what I did was we're trying to configure it from scratch. And what I did was I reset it to factory, and it wiped out the drivers for the screen. And apparently the way these hotspots are designed, and I talked to one or two other hotspot guys who have screens, and they're like, yeah, man, if you wipe out the drivers for the screen, it breaks the entire Pi-Star configuration. For whatever, I'm not a programmer, I don't understand why, but this is what it does. So when we wiped out the drivers for the screen, it didn't allow the Pi-Star device to connect to a DMR or a DSTAR server, okay? Called Robert today. He's the creator, the builder and designer of these hotspots. He walked me through, we spent about an hour on the phone. He walked me through the updates of the screen. He actually had some newer firmware for his screen that I hadn't downloaded yet. And he's like, hey, this is going to take like 30 minutes to an hour. That's okay. I said, yeah, that's on. Let's go. So I'm actually now working on a new video for the updated firmware on this Nexion screen for the 3.5-inch screen, which you're going to see on a later video. But we were able to get it going, and everything I did yesterday was correct as far as setting up a Pi-Star. As far as setting up a Pi-Star device, my mistake was doing a factory reset on a hotspot with an attached screen, which wiped out the drivers. I didn't know that at the time. I learned something new, and it's all good. So let's switch over to this view right here. Frank is at home right now. Talked to him on the radio a minute ago. And we're going to just demonstrate. See, well, I've got my, you can see up here the big, let's see, hold on. Nope. Yeah. Okay, so the big problem last night was that this DMR here was red. Modes enabled DMR, network status DMR net. Those two being lit up were lit up red instead of green. Which means that, yeah, that's what you have set, but it's not working for whatever reason. So it didn't work. We couldn't connect, and we didn't try to make any QSOs tonight. So now I'm going to make a QSO. KG5HJ from KC5HWB on the RFinder talk group. You can probably hear the buzzing in the screen from the DMR radio keying up. Oh, well. So there he is.
This is KG5HJ to KC5HWB. How's it going there?
Okay, man, it is working. We're talking on the radio through the hotspot, and I'm showing a view of the dashboard and the hotspot itself on the camera, and just doing a follow-up to the video last night. Turns out that the factory reset that I did on the hotspot itself wiped out the drivers on the screen, and when you do that, it kind of borks everything on the back end of Pi-Star due to the way it's programmed. So if someone is buying a brand new hotspot and setting it up from scratch and the screen's already been configured, it still should be okay. Or if you're building your own hotspot, all the steps we did last night should be fine. But I'm just glad that I didn't. I'm glad I wasn't missing an easy step and look at myself and think, well, you stupid idiot, you should have known that. So it is my fault for doing a factory reset, but we got it going and it's all working good now. So how's it sound on your end?
Sounds pretty clear and pretty good signal coming through my little hotspot that I made on my channel there. That's interesting, man. I was wondering, does he have those steps documented on his website for if someone needs to do a factory reset or their Pi completely breaks and they need to reload the software from scratch?
You know what? That's a good question. What he did was he connected with me. We spent about an hour on the phone, and he connected to my computer. We used like a TeamViewer or something like that. And he connected to my computer, and he just kind of walked through it himself. But I understood what he was doing. I was watching him do the updates. I'm like, oh, I see what you're doing there. So I don't know if he has it documented or not, but that's a good question. I will ask about that.
I'm just asking, for the layman person like me, we're not all DMR geniuses like you are there, Jason.
Well, for the purpose of this, you really kind of need to be a Linux/Raspbian/ command line expert because most of the stuff he did was over the command line. So, all right, man. Well, I'm going to shut it down, or at least I'm going to wrap the video up. And thanks for coming back to me. And I'm glad we got it going. And lesson learned. You know, there's always something new to learn. And I'm glad that I learned something myself on this one. So thanks, Frank, for being here last night. And thanks for coming back to me today. KC5HWB.
No problem, no problem. This is KG5AHJ, and I'll see y'all tonight on Monday Night Ham Radio, which starts in 13 minutes. So who knows when this posts, though. But enjoy y'all less tonight.
That is correct. Yeah, today is Monday. Since the live stream last night was Sunday. So that's it. That's the long and short of it. It was a mistake on my part because I didn't know the factory reset wiped the screen drivers, but the steps we did to set up Pi-Star were all correct. And lesson learned. Glad I learned that. And probably going to see some more Pi-Star stuff upcoming on this channel soon. So let me know below who has a TGIF spot. If you don't have a TGIF spot, what Pi-Star hotspot do you prefer? What Pi-Star hotspot do you use? Which one can you recommend to the audience below? 73 guys, catch you on Monday Night Ham Radio every week from now until the end of YouTube. 73.